Well, boys, this is part 2 of the 2E26 transmitter build, and I have the circuit completely assembled. I haven't tried transmitting yet. At the moment, she's doing a smoke test with it. Um, the circuit calls for 250 volts on the plate, and what I have is 133 volts, as much as this power supply here will put out. Yeah, you might have noticed this tube, or little cardboard tube. I'm trying to get that down over that cap because, yeah, you feel that and you kind of like a rubbery sensation to it. Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can push that down. Disconnect the power, obviously. But yeah, so I have her fired up at the moment. I put a switch in the power supply. I didn't want the AC to come out of this, go into this, and come back. I didn't see any point. I got power going on in my Variac over here. Plugged into the Variac. And as you can see, the tube is indeed lighting up. I'm going to turn off the light here so you can see this in all its glory. This is the 2E26 vacuum tube that was salvaged from the old CHVO transmitter site in Tilton. The only tube on site that I could find that actually was not broken. Let's have a look at the pure beauty of the vacuum tube. There it is, folks. The 2E26. The filament is quite lively. You might see a blue hue inside the tube. I was just doing some reading up on that. And that blue hue or fluorescence inside is apparently supposed to be a good sign of a very good tube. So this tube itself, though it was discarded on the ground, this tube could very well have been a brand new vacuum tube, never used at that transmitter site. It might have been a spare that was on a shelf, waiting to be used. Well, folks, regardless if it was a spare tube or it was a tube that was used on that site and used in the transmitter site of CHVO that operated on 560 kilohertz, ain't that a beautiful sight? That tube alone, lighting up like that, is amazing to me. It really is. It's got a beautiful, beautiful look to it. Two E26. I'm not even going to say anything here for a few minutes, folks. I'm just going to let you look at the of a 2E26 vacuum tube of the CHVO transmitter site that operated on 560 kilohertz in Tilton, Newfoundland. This tube is for you, Dad. Miss you, buddy. Ain't that a thing of beauty? 2E26. The sole remaining working piece of electronic equipment that came from that transmitter site. CHVO, 560 kilohertz. You're looking at it, and it's alive. Watch your eyes now. I'm gonna turn the lights back on. Ain't that beautiful sight? I'm just keeping an eye on the plate voltage here. It's 133 volts. As the tube was warming up, it dropped down to about 122, dropped with 10 volts when it was warming up. But it has since creeped up to 133, and it seems pretty stable there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The crystal I got here, that's just one I was using just to get something to throw in at the crystal socket, and I was trying to mount that. I doubt that crystal is even going to work. It's like a 27 meg crystal, but obviously I'm not going to use that one. Absolutely crazy, huh? Let you have a look at the this is what I was at all day today, wiring it up. Jack there, that's for key. Hook a key up to it, make it transmit. Of course, I got a few coils in here, RFCs. I got one here. I got one here. I got another inductor hiding there right on the plate for a suppressor coil. The circuit never specified as to what I actually need it there, so I used that one. I basically used what I had. So there's four coils in here. Those two there. There's two here. You can see one kind of in the center of the screen hiding there below the tube. And of course the big loading coil right here. But yeah. So I guess the next question is now, will it transmit? Lovely, lovely, lovely. 2E26 transmitter. Dedicated in the memory of my dad. Hopefully this thing will transmit. And if this transmits, it would be worth a whole lot more to me. Definitely. Anyway guys, 738. You see this again? I'll have around the watt meter over here. I'll have the bench cleaned up here and see if we can't make this bad boy transmit. I'm going to turn the power off here now. See how quick she drops the voltage. Filament, drop it right down right pretty quick. And there you go. The 2E26 transmitter. The last electronic device from the CHVO transmitter site that operated at 560 kilohertz. Sitting right there. Sounds right, guys.